Imagine his arm breaks. My boy, he may be chunky, but he fast as boy. Like, what are these people's fucking runs? So this Isekai Ugly Mug Epic Fighter unironically does one small thing better than JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it's really funny because I feel like it's getting clowned on more than JoJo's did, and I think it's worth discussing. Make sure you drop a like, share your support though, subscribe if you're new around here in Patreon so we catch my full live reactions. So, not to say that JoJo hasn't constantly been memed about its characters who are 16, 17, 18 years old, and they look like 40-year-old men. But the funny thing is I feel like the reactions towards characters like Jotaro, being like, that's a 17-year-old in part 3? The f***? Like, you know, it's more funny, but because characters like him are designed conventionally attractive, they're muscular hunks of meat, they're not being like, ugh, you know, you really expect me. No, it's kind of like, that's hilarious. There's no way he has to be 40, but then everyone thirst traps over him. Where a character, such as Shigeru, gets a very different reaction. And I've seen it pop up enough. Like, it's really interesting to me because I think this show has more of a out than a JoJo does. It's not like it's a problem in either one because it's anime, whatever. It's just funny, right? Where with JoJo, I'm just like, damn, these stan users, the steroids just age them up like crazy. But a character like him, who I'm pretty sure the cast as a whole is 17 in this show, given that at least 2 of them have been name dropped to be like 17. I'm pretty sure they're all 17 when they're reborn. But at the end of the day, whatever. He could be 25 right now and my point would still stand. The idea of obesity means that you naturally look older than you are. So I keep seeing comments, my own comment section, and just across the internet, being like, are we really supposed to believe this hunk of blubber is 17? And yeah. Like, obviously it's amplified to a degree because of his negative 255 ugly stat or appearance stat, whatever it was. But at the end of the day, you can look at stuff in our own world. Whether it's people you know who lost a bunch of weight and naturally look 5-10 years younger. Or you could look at the recent story in the news. There was those 1,000-pound sisters or whatever. The one lost like most of her weight and she looks 20 to 30 years younger. Like, yeah, obviously that amount of obesity did long-lasting damage to her appearance, but you can't deny the difference in age. So when you have someone who, I don't know what he weighs, but let's just say he weighs 500 pounds, okay? Like, he's got some magical kneecaps that keeps him going. I mean, that's sprinting, you know, it said it all. Yeah, I totally believe that's supposed to be a 17-year-old more than I believe Jotaro's supposed to be 17. Just because he has an out card, which is he's fat as hell, and if he was to lose it, yeah, like, he has a receding hairline, he has, you know, the unibrow. There's a lot of ugly factors that just amplify everything about his age. But yeah, if you remove 3 of his chins, you would probably de-age him at least a decade. And I want to point that out, man, because it's really funny. And I think it kind of works so brilliant because when you have conventionally attractive characters, they get more of a pass for not looking their age than when characters are fat as hell, because then it's like we dogpile them. And I think it's really funny, and it kind of works for the theme of the story for what's going on with his life. Now, episode 5 was really good. They did a lot. There's a lot of funny moments, but they also resolved the serial killer. I do have to question something about the whole resolution. So, our boy puts a spell on her eyes, so she's blind. Apparently it's reversible if she has light magic attack her or whatever. So obviously she doesn't have to be blind forever if she doesn't want. But at the end of the day, wouldn't a blindfold have served the same purpose? Like, I get the idea of being scared. Like, you know, what if it accidentally comes off and I start killing? Like, I do get that. But wouldn't it be, like, more beneficial to keep your eyesight, and when you're in your room, you take it off? Hell, if you're worried the blindfold's gonna come off, have 2 eye patches underneath the blindfold just as double precaution. I don't know, I feel like it was one of those situations where they explained it, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense, but I feel like you're just trying to flex your skills here. I don't logically think we needed to blind her. But either way, they solve it relatively peaceful. And I think while on one hand, the idea of like, okay, she transformed into an angel to cure her, she regrew her arm. Normally that would probably feel like an asshole, right? But we're still in the intro of the show, and now we finally know what everyone's little window screen said when they made their character. So now we know what everyone's specialty is, like reading the menu stats, super ass ugly, and all these negative curses. Healing a friend in need versus here's my shonen wiki page to understand how I can transform. Fantastic. And I think it works. If they continuously were to drop like, oh, I also put this in my screen and this, then that would feel like power of friendship bullshit. But we're only at episode 5. It makes sense that over 5 episodes we've learned of 4 characters' specialties and everything like that, right? And it's also really funny now, seeing how our boy wants to keep like an alter, like, I don't understand Seiji, man. Like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna you guys go on ahead. I gotta tie my shoe. Doesn't have shoelaces. Okay, now they won't know I'm the muscular hunk. Shit, I gotta take off my clothes and fold it so they don't rip. And then he just doesn't even really do much. Like, I love him as a leader, and I like the fact that in this episode they start talking about how, like, what if, you know, he was king? Because he's the type of person that would really help a kingdom. And obviously a character like our boy couldn't, because he would bankrupt the economy within probably the first weekend, more than any president would. So the fact that, like, they're supporting him and you believe in him, but then he still has this goofy side. Like, it doesn't take itself overly serious, and I think when it has took itself serious, it's made sense, such as the obesity and just how it, like, ruins his life in this world and how he's been treated versus, you know, oh, screw all these bitches, they stole all my people. I still think that girl overreacted. Yeah, she got cheated on her whole life, but I don't think you need to make a serial killer personality over it. Just learn to be celibate, like, chill. Or something, like, goddamn, or find a new boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, it ain't that deep, but I digress. But either way, they're doing a lot right with their show. It's fun as hell. I love the production. It's colorful. It's beautiful. Like, I loved all the creatures they were fighting, and I just love the fact that they were so polite with their marches. Like, they kind of went single file and everything, which I thought was adorable. Like, there's absolutely better shows than this season. But I can't deny this is one of the shows I look forward to the most and have the most fun watching every single week. Like, unironically, like, in the top 5 most enjoyable shows for me. It's just, it hits the Isekai formula just perfectly for what they want to do. And I like that it doesn't take itself overly serious, but also has an element of serious when it counts. So, I'm liking it. And, yeah, I mean, I do get, like, looking at him objectively, does he fit in with a cast of 17-year-olds? But when you actually consider what obesity does in terms of your, not only your health, but how it ages you massively, yeah, I mean, if you remove 400 pounds, oh, okay, let's not go crazy. Say you remove 300 pounds from him right now. If you honestly think he wouldn't look at least 10 years younger, you're kidding yourselves. And then all you'd probably have to do to fix his hair is just buzz cut him. Like, a makeover will do wonders for aging, and a lack of appearance will make you look a lot shittier and older. So it's just like, I don't know, it makes sense to me. It's not like it's been like an issue in the anime community, it's just I've noticed the comments enough I wanted to bring it up, because it is funny that I feel like JoJo got more of a pass than the guy with an actual excuse for not looking his age. You let me know your thoughts down below though, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new around your Patrons, where you catch my full live reactions and other exclusives like, hey, I give video shoutouts to all my patrons. So today we got Corey M, Andreas Pros, Dustin Stack, Late Night Riddits, Alex, Corey-sama Fan, Powwolf, Frank the Bank, Fred A, and we also have Simon75. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.